Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam, and welcome back to another episode of my Round the World series. I am making something from South Africa today, so it is called a Malva pudding recipe, and I am making mine a little bit healthier by using some monk fruit sweetener and also vegan with using flaxseed instead of a real egg. So I hope you guys enjoy this Around the World series. If you do, please subscribe and keep watching. All right, welcome back. So the first thing I did was preheat my oven to 350 degrees. And now I'm gonna whisk my dry ingredients. So very simple, I just have flour and a little bit of baking soda. Just gonna mix that all around. Awesome, okay, set that aside. And now you're gonna work on your wet ingredients. So I've got some coconut oil that I've already melted. Add that to my bowl here. There you go. And then I'm gonna add some sugar to this. I am using monk fruit sweetener, but you can just use any type of sugar that you want. Perfect, give that a good mix around. Okay, and now to this, I'm gonna add a little bit of maple syrup just for added sweetness, just a couple tablespoons. And again, I'm using monk fruit, but you can use just regular maple syrup. Okay, give that a good mix again. Scrape the sides. Okay. And at this point, actually, I'm gonna switch over to a whisk. Okay, and so because I'm keeping this vegan, plant-based, I am not using a regular egg. Instead, I'm using flaxseed. And what this is just 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed with 3 tablespoons of water. And so that's equivalent to 1 egg. Go ahead and add that and mix it all up. Oops. All right, that looks good. A couple more ingredients. This is just some unsweetened almond milk. Add that in. And then the last thing here is some apricot jam. Add that in as well. Okay, now give it a good mix. Okay, so that looks good. Now I'm gonna bring back my dry ingredients and add my wet ingredients to my dry. And make sure you scrape all of it. Okay. All right, and give it a good mix. All right, that looks good. So I ended up adding a tiny bit more milk, but I'll have all the measurements in my recipe. Okay, so now I have this pan, 8 by 8, that I'm gonna spray with a little bit of avocado oil so it doesn't stick. And then add my mixture to it. And that's it. You're gonna bake it for about 20-25 minutes at 350 degrees. And then I'll show you how to make the delicious sauce that goes on top of this. All right, so while your cake is baking, we're gonna make the coconut cream sauce that's gonna go on top. So I've got some coconut milk here, full coconut milk. Oops, a little hot. There you go. Gonna add a tiny bit of vanilla extract. And then any type of sweetener of your choice. I've been loving monk fruit sweetener because it's got a low glycemic index and it's 0 calories. Just gonna add half a teaspoon and I'll do a full tablespoon, sorry. and then give it a good mix. And you just want to wait until this comes to a boil, and then that's it. And you pour it over your cake, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. All right, nice and bubbly. So now I'm just going to pour it back into this so that it's easy to pour. Oh, yes. All right, so that looks good. And now that my cake is done, this is what my cake looks like. Oh, yes. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is take a fork, pierce some holes right at the top. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Okay. And then take your coconut cream. Ooh, yes. And then I don't like to put the entire thing, maybe about like half, because I like to also serve it with the actual cream on the side. So that's it. Let it soak for a little bit, and then I will do a taste test that I'm so excited for. Yes. All right, so ideally you would let this set a little bit longer, maybe like 10-15 minutes, but I wanna taste this right now. So we're gonna cut into this right away. Just a little piece for myself. Oh, so excited. Look at this. Nice and soft on the inside. Okay, got myself a little tiny plate over here. And then what I'm gonna do, because I love this sauce, is add a little bit more, because why not? All right, and now let's do a taste test. It's gonna be hot. Wow. That is so incredibly soft and coconutty, and you got the apricot jam that we used inside, and it's so delicious, so creamy. Like, you can tell how soft this cake is. This is awesome. If you guys love recipes from around the world, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced. Preheat my oven. Preheat my oven to oven. The thing I did was preheat my oven to preheat my. Why you're